Good morning, fans, and welcome to the 43rd episode of the Midwest Donut Review Show. I'm Dave Leggett in St. Louis, Missouri. That is Eric Leggett. He's in Sacramento, California, as always. Eric, good morning. How is your Friday?
It's very good. Woke up, didn't have to go to work. Immediate, fantastic start to the day. Weather's nice and chilly. It stopped raining for a little bit. I fucking hate the rain, and it rained all day yesterday. It's not raining today, and didn't rain here in the morning when I was going to get my donuts.
Okay. How much later in the morning do you get up on donut day as opposed to going to work?
I set my alarm for like half an hour later, but usually on my work days, I could only like sit in my bed and get on my phone for maybe like 5 or so minutes. But this, I sit in bed, wake up slower. So I'm usually out of my bed by like 6:45.
Okay. But you don't mind getting up a little early for donuts?
No. Absolutely
Good
not.
man. You're a good man. I've taught you 1,100 life lessons. That's the one I'm most proud of. How embarrassing am I? All right. So if you have never seen the show before, Eric and I will attempt to buy 3 donuts of the same kind. We'll price them, we'll size them, we'll taste them, let you know what you should get at that donut shop that we know is good, or what to avoid, and maybe try something else, because most mom and pop shops have a couple of decent donuts to offer. So absolutely. Maybe it's just not the 3 we picked that day. However, you better do a good glaze. I mean, that's really what we have found is the places that don't do great glazed donuts struggle with the other ones too.
Oh yeah. Yeah. It's a good litmus test for how the rest of your donuts are going to be. If you do the most basic one pretty good, you're still in contention for having some other good donuts. But if it's
That's right.
If the most basic one is bad, it's a pretty bad look for your shop.
Yeah, it's hard to overcome an iffy glazed donut. And so how we normally kick off our shows here on the Midwest Donut Review is Eric finds us some strange and interesting donut news of the week. What do you have for us today, my friend?
Okay, I have 2 things, and I'm going to get to both of them, but I'm going to let you pick. One of them is a nice and cool little story out of West Virginia, and the other one is an article I saw that made me so mad and so upset that I have to talk about it on the show, and I need to get on my soapbox about it. So which one would you like to hear first?
Let's do the bad one, and then we'll end with something sweet.
Okay.
That's how the best donut shows are.
Yes. This comes to us from chainstoreage.com. It's about Shipley Donuts. I believe we talked about them.
We have definitely talked about Shipley.
They are a donut chain that is on the rise in the U.S. 100%. They are looking to come toe to toe with Dunkin' and Krispy Kreme. And well, if they do this, I don't think they will. Hopefully not. Shipley Donuts debuts AI-powered online ordering assistant. Shipley Donuts is rolling out its refreshed website featuring a, quote, first-of-its-kind AI-powered assistant that creates personalized order recommendations based on individual or group preferences. The ordering assistant provides individualized suggestions and intelligent add-on recommendations with the goal of improving guest experience. AI has never improved an experience for anything. It has never happened. It will never happen. What the fuck are they thinking?
I could give the width and breadth of my knowledge of donuts to a computer program, and it would still not be able to spit out what you and I do.
Yes, 100%. Shipley Donuts says that unlike chatbot interfaces, the ordering assistant creates custom recommendations based on multiple customer factors, including order size, individual flavor preferences, and budget parameters. It continues to learn what to offer based on all guest orders, suggesting the most popular donut flavors and other menu items to add to the order.
In our history of doing this, what is the most different levels of pricing you've seen of donuts? Not cinnamon rolls, not the blueberry donuts. Muffins, just donuts. Maybe. Is there more than 3?
No.
Like there's a standard, maybe there's an upcharge,
like 30 cents
and then
more. And then you're getting into the big fritters cinnamon rolls.
Yeah.
So what the fuck are
based
you talking
on
about?
Price there's 3 to choose from? You want A, B, or C? Boy, that AI is all over it, man. They can pick A, B, or C.
And I just can't get over individual flavor preferences. There are like 4 donut flavors. Man, I like chocolate. Which donut should I get? Man, that's a big fucking mystery. Should I get a chocolate donut if I like chocolate? Oh, I need a computer to help me.
Unless
fucking insane.
Unless Shipley's has expanded their menu way more than the last time I looked. Like if they're doing, French bread pizza donuts now, or you know what I mean? Like if they're doing savory donuts and, okay, I like bacon. Well, guess what? You're going to get the maple bacon donut.
Wow.
Whoever would have thought. I wouldn't have been able to do that on my own.
Recently, Shipley Donuts, which was acquired by a private equity firm earlier this year, said it had opened 25 new shops so far this year, including 8 in the third quarter alone. The company says it's on track to open a record-setting number of new shops in the fourth quarter, including in Alabama, Florida, Georgia, and Texas.
Is there yet another reason to go and support the mom and pops?
Yeah. Because you know what's better than talking to an AI and going, I like vanilla. What donut should I get? It's talking to a real human being and going, hey, what donuts are fresh? What donuts are new? And then they tell you, and you make a human connection instead of a robot spitting out what's best for the company. They don't give a fuck about your preferences. They're saying, hey, we got this new fucking $3 one. You should get that one.
Yep, that's what they'll do. What donuts make us the most money? Recommend those.
Yeah. So,
I mean,
Shipley Donuts.
If donuts. Private equity is behind this, then they are profit as their number 1, number 2, and number 3 reasons to own it.
They do not give a fuck about you.
Keep going to your mom and pops and prevent Shipley's from coming to your town.
Stupid fucking AI. I can't believe you're getting me mad at a fucking donut shop because you're using AI. So bad. But
it's just a bad decision. All right, let's end on a better note.
For a good story. This is about a new donut shop coming to Star City, West Virginia, called Seb's Donuts. It's set to open later this month at 360 Industrial Avenue in Star City. And the owner, Mateo Martinez, said the shop will specialize in homemade yeast-based donuts. What's special about this is Mateo Martinez is a senior in high school.
What?
He is a first-time business owner, and he said he learned about entrepreneurship from his parents, who own Jazzy Sweet Spot and Hydro Bikes in Star City. I don't know what a hydro bike is. Maybe they're 2 different.
Like a Sea-Doo?
Maybe. They're probably 2 different stores.
Yeah, like mom does a bakery and dad does a
I don't
water
think it's
sports
a
or something.
Bike and sweets place together.
No. But, okay, a senior in high school.
Yes. Martinez said he decided to open Seb's Donuts after noticing limited homemade donut options in the area. He noticed in the Morgantown area, there are no donut shops that really offer handmade donuts from scratch. They're all like frozen and reheated up, a.k.a. Dunkin' Donuts, Krispy Kreme. That bullshit. So this is a dude who recognizes that they need a good donut shop in this town, and he's got the fucking brain for it, because he's been helping with his parents with, everything small business related his whole life, and he's got the means, so he's fucking doing it. Martinez said he plans to have around 24 flavors at a time. He wants to have a rotating weekly menu with staple and couture donuts.
Okay, so I love it.
It's a regular, good old-fashioned donut shop, and then have maybe a couple over the top. He said, like Dubai chocolate donuts or strawberry cheesecake donuts.
We always refer to the shops we go to as mom and pop. This is actually a son shop.
Yes.
If you are anywhere near West Virginia, please stop by this joint and give the kid a chance.
Yes.
And let us know if you're in the area and how it's going for the young man.
Yes.
That's outstanding.
To start, the business will offer indoor seating and curbside pickup. Martinez hopes to eventually open up a drive-thru. I fucking love a local donut shop that's got a drive-thru. I love that shit.
That's kind of rare.
Yeah. So everything that's telling me is that this kid, he's got a good vision for what makes a good donut shop.
That's and what I like he has found the sweet spot that there's nobody else offering what he's going to do.
Mm-hmm. Local, homemade donuts that aren't from a big-ass chain. So, Seb's Donut Shop, Star City, West Virginia. Get out.
Boom. That is great news. Okay. I have found couple of donut places I would like to talk about in America. The first, in North America, because Humble Donuts is in Ontario.
Canada or California?
Canada. Sorry. They like to do savory donuts as well. The pierogi donut is their big seller. It's a potato dough filled with aged cheddar and smoked bacon. And then it's topped with a crispy cheddar cheese and served with chive sour cream. Okay. So I love the efforting here. They also do a jalapeno and cheddar fritter, which I think is a great idea to get all that flavor down in the crags of a fritter. They also do a savory everything donut. They use a brioche donut, everything bagel spice, and inside more of the sour cream chive filling. So that would be so bold to bite into. First of all, brioche donut is a step up.
Oh, yeah.
And then you do the everything bagel flavoring, and I did not know this until I looked it up. The everything bagel spice, poppy seeds, onion flakes, sesame seeds, garlic salt. So then you have the sour cream and chive filling.
Oh, yeah.
That's
so good.
That is a mouthful. Started by a mom and her daughter in Ontario, August of 2024, so a little over a year old. They did have a family bakery that they opened in 2020 and decided to pivot to donuts, which is always a grand idea. They have a charity program to help raise funds for nonprofits. And the mom is coming full circle. Her first job at age 14 was working in a bakery in St. Catharines when she was 14 years old.
Hell yeah.
Brought it all the way back around and opened Humble Donuts in Ontario, Canada. Second place, we're going back to Portland, man. You and I just need to go to Portland for a week and just do a week-long donut show. Portland. Yes. Pip's Original. The donut batter is cardamom and nutmeg spiced. That's more of the texture of a Belgian waffle.
Whoa.
I know. They have 5 family recipe chai flavors that they make on an open flame stovetop every week in the donut shop.
Damn.
Cocoa, Thai pandan tea, coconut, ginger molasses spice,
Jeez.
and herbal and floral spice. Their flagship donut is the raw honey and sea salt. They also do a Nutella and sea salt. They do a candied maple bacon.
Ooh, Nutella
but
and sea salt
the
would be really good.
Dough
Yeah.
sounds so exciting, completely different, and sticking with their family heritage.
Mhm.
Pips Original in Portland.
Yeah, that sounds awesome.
So, yeah, we got to plan Portland in 2026. We'll have so many damn donuts.
It'll be like that chocolate tour we took in San Francisco, except for donuts.
Yes. Although we'll need to spread it out because, I mean, how many donut shops can you do in a day? And
Yeah,
really
that's true.
start over with, a fresh palette.
Yeah, you'd have to
Each time.
You'd have to be done at like 7 in the morning and start at like 3.
Okay, so what the big bulk of our show is to taste our local donuts. We always start with the glazed donut. Eric, where did you go? And tell me about your glazed donut today.
So today I went to Kacie's Donut Lounge. This is 2745 Elk Grove Boulevard in Elk Grove, California. About a 20-minute drive for me here in Midtown Sacramento. This was a cute little place. Not a whole lot of variety, and I'm assuming it's because they sold out a lot of stuff pretty quickly. It looked like...
How long were they open before you got there?
They opened at... what was it? I got there at about 7:15. They opened at 5. And there's a lot of emptiness in some of their cases. So I'm taking that as people got there early and took a lot of their stuff. But still, I'd say a pretty good variety, pretty standard variety. My glazed donut today was 4 inches across, 1.75 inches tall. This was $1.75, which I think is a pretty good price for just a standard donut here in Sacramento. And a standard price for, I'd say, an above average glazed donut. What sticks out for me so much to this donut is the dough. It completely melts in your mouth. Yeast dough. That is the gold standard for a glazed donut, is to have something so light and so fluffy that it just disappears while you're eating it. I think the glaze was also really good. However, I don't think there was enough on it. Usually, you're hard pressed to find people glazing the bottom of donuts anyways, but usually it's sometimes kind of trickles down and gets there a little bit, but it really didn't with this one. Like, I'd say the bottom fourth of this donut really didn't have any glaze on it, which was a little disappointing because I did really like the glaze. I thought it was a good sweet flavor. The texture of it I thought was good. It wasn't overly sticky and it wasn't crumbling off as you ate it. I thought it was a really good glaze, but really the star of this donut is the yeast dough. Perfect texture. You'll see in the photos, my glazed donut, it almost looked like it had like a blowout. Like part of it was like a little extra like puffy, which I equate to something, going in the proofing process, something a little haywire happening, which the fact that it did not affect the donut in a negative way, I think is awesome.
Okay, tell me quickly if I'm off base. In the Demi Moore movie, The Substance,
Yeah.
who is the young actress?
Margaret
Qualley. She's doing her second video. Do you remember this? Do you remember the movie?
Yeah.
She's doing her second.
Substance?
I did.
Oh. That's not a movie you'd like. All right.
So, doing one of the exercise routines, she bends over and her right butt cheek has like a blowout. Do you remember this?
Yeah.
There was something like crawling underneath her butt cheek.
Yes, I remember this.
Is this what your donut is?
No, it was like extra puffy. It was not like a thing that was in it. It just puffed up a little more. Like, you know, like a pizza crust might have like a bubble on it.
Okay.
Like that kind of thing.
Yes.
That's a really gross thing you brought up, man. I'm
that's
talking
different.
about donuts and you... Come on, man.
Well, it's... For what that movie, the level of grossness, that was
that's
like
on the tamer
low
side,
scale.
For sure. I will admit that. That's on the tamer side of gross.
Yeah, that's insane. Sorry about that. So, yes, I do know what you mean. Like on a pizza dough edge where something just the steam did not release.
Yeah.
So,
but even with that, I think this is a really, really good glazed donut. I'm gonna give this a 3.9.
Oh, okay.
I think this is really good. I think the thing I'm missing a lot more is more glaze. I think if more glaze got on this donut, I think you're easily in the 4s. But
man, that's a shame. Oh.
Yeah. But
because glaze is one of the cheapest things in your restaurant.
Yep.
In your bakery, in your donut shop. So
you'd hope you'd be a little more generous with it.
Yeah.
Yeah, but at the same time, it could just be that donut I got. Maybe they did another batch of glazed donuts and they really glazed the shit out of them.
Yeah. I mean,
the bottom line is you are working with an excellent yeast dough for this donut. So
that's great.
3.9 for this specific donut. I think
that's a really good start.
Easy,
really good start.
For sure.
Yep. Okay, my donut stop today. I went to Sugar High Bakery in Belleville, Illinois. Belleville is about 20 minutes from downtown St. Louis across the bridge, and actually had a couple of text exchanges to make sure that Sugar High was doing donuts. They are a bakery, and first and foremost, they are a bakery that does donuts. And really, really extensive list of coffees and teas. She was a little surprised I didn't order a drink because I bet I'm in the 5% of people who walk in there and do not get a coffee. So the first thing I want to show you on the glazed donut is you were talking about lack of glaze. Mm-hmm. How about that? There's a little bit of glaze spooned on the top. And that's a shame because the glaze is really good. It's not sickly sweet. It's not crystally. It's really good. But it's a beautiful donut. I will say this. So I walked in at 8:02 and they opened at 8 o'clock. I was the first customer.
Fuck yeah.
They had about 24 donuts out. I took the only 2 glazed donuts they had.
Oh, wow.
I took the only cruller they had. And I was like, are there more donuts coming out? She's like, no, this will, when they're gone, they're gone. And I was like,
damn,
somebody
glad you got there.
They made 2 glazed donuts.
I mean,
how do you make batter that's only, is that the batter for your Long Johns? And
I mean,
it gave off it's not a donut place, it's a bakery. So I'm going to keep going back to that. Their glazed donuts are 3.5 inches around, a little small, 1.5 inches tall. That's pretty standard. $1.25. Really good price for a donut. Yeah. Really good price. But man, just the beautiful little topping of glaze, just a hint of glaze on a yeast donut. And it's not a glazed donut.
It's not like a special glaze or anything, just a regular bog standard glaze.
It's a sugary glaze. It's yummy.
So bizarre.
Yeah. The dough by itself is yummy, but it's a little chewy for me. When I hear that melting, I get jealous.
Yeah.
So for $1.25, it's a pretty decent donut. I'll go with 3.4.
3.4. That's not bad.
If they glazed their glazed donut, if they used the glaze to cover the yeast donut, it would absolutely be higher because it's a really yummy glaze. So, solid start for Sugar High Bakery.
So far, the moral of the story is stop skimping on your glazes.
Skimping. Yeah, man. Who are you?
So, our second donut is, we'll be honest, a little mix-up for the both of us.
It's mostly my fault, for sure.
It's a cake donut with chocolate icing. My cake donut was a vanilla cake donut. Yours is a chocolate. So my vanilla cake donut with chocolate icing was 3 inches across, 1.25 inches tall. I'd say that's pretty standard for a cake donut. They're normally smaller than a yeast donut. The same price, $1.75, which I think is perfectly fine for this type of donut. And I'm sensing kind of a theme here with Kacie's Donut Lounge is this cake dough, I think, was perfect. I have 0 notes about this vanilla cake dough. It is a perfect texture. It is moist cake. It is soft. It has a really great vanilla flavor. It is fried super, super well. They have the cake donut frying down 100%. And it aesthetically looks beautiful. Perfect round circle. As I said, super soft cake, moist. Really, really excellent cake donut. The chocolate frosting, however, I think was a bit lacking. I thought the texture of it was pretty good. I will say again, there wasn't a whole lot of it on the donut. It was a little thin, didn't really trickle down the donut that much. And honestly, the chocolate flavor was a little subdued. I definitely, when I'm eating it, I'm getting mostly the vanilla cake flavor, which, isn't necessarily an issue because it's a good vanilla cake flavor. But I got a chocolate frosting donut. I want to taste some chocolate. And I just didn't get a whole lot of that. So I'm kind of sensing a theme here where this Kacie's Donut Lounge has a really strong base. And I think where they're tripping up a little bit is the accoutrement to this base, frostings and glazes. So
French lessons on the Midwest Donut Review Show.
Hey man, I took French Duolingo for like 2 months. I don't remember a damn thing. But that being said, $1.75 I think is a really good price for this. Really strong cake flavor. Frosting, it wasn't bad, but it definitely wasn't as good as I'd like it to be. So I think I want to give this like a 3.8. Again, you're working with a really, really strong base. And if this was just a plain vanilla cake donut, and that's what we were getting, this is easily in the 4s. But because I wanted the chocolate frosting, I wanted a little chocolate part of it, I think it didn't deliver in the chocolate aspect of this chocolate iced vanilla cake donut. So for that, I have to dock it some points. But 3.8, I think, again, you make tweaks to that chocolate flavor for that icing, you put a little more on it, thicken it up a little bit. I think this is a super strong vanilla cake donut. But just a super strong base, okay frosting, 3.8.
Okay. All right. My mistake for sure. I ended up with a chocolate iced cake donut. They had 2, and I got one of them. I've never felt so guilty to order donuts. Out of all the shows we've been to, I was like, oh man. I'm trying to remember of the 24-ish donuts I saw out there. There were probably 3 or 4 that had toppings, sprinkles and chocolate, Oreo, that sort of thing. So if a kid goes in there, hey, not much to choose from. Like the third kid, the sprinkle donuts are all gone. So anyway, that has to do with volume, not my chocolate cake, chocolate ice donut. The icing is thick. It's a thick icing. That is chocolate fudge icing. As soon as you bite into it, into the cake, the combo of the icing and the cake, you're like, this is a bakery. There is a difference. There is a difference. Mm-hmm. This is a dark chocolate devil's food flavored donut. Very reminiscent of a chocolate cake. But it's fried, and it's fried really well. It's not oily. The bottom is not different than the top. It's moist throughout. I just keep going back to you can tell you're in a bakery eating that chocolate, because you know that chocolate icing is going on cakes and it's delicious, and that chocolate cake dough is delicious. It's $1.25. All three of my donuts today, $1.25.
That's really good.
The icing, especially compared to the glazed yeast, is thick and it's everywhere. Really hard to take a bite of the chocolate cake without getting the icing. So really well done. I can't get away from you're in a bakery. That's the vibe.
It makes me a little more confused as to why maybe those cake donuts aren't more plentiful. Why they don't make more of them. You'd think, you do bakery, you do cakes, cake donuts, I feel like if I'm the owner there, I go, well, I know our cakes are good. So obviously our cake donuts would be good. So that's probably the best donut we make. Let's make more of those. So I'm a little surprised there's not more available every morning.
Yeah. I was totally expecting her to say, yeah, we're working on some more in the back. And she's like, well, when they sell out, they sell. We're going to tell people to go and get this chocolate cake donut and be like, we had 2 and they're gone.
You better show up at 8:02 to get your cake donuts.
This is a 4.1.
Nice.
It's a really excellent chocolate cake. The price, all of it. We got to hold on 1 second. My pen has stopped writing, and it's vital. I need my notes. So back in 1 second.
Okay. I want to create like a compilation video of all the time the cats yell, but I feel like that'd be way too difficult.
Our budget for the show doesn't allow unlimited pens.
No.
So make it last as long as we can. So this time I grabbed 2, and they both write. So 4.1 for Sugar High Bakery in Belleville, Illinois, for the chocolate iced chocolate cake delicious donut.
Nicely done. Okay, so our third donut is technically a new donut to the show. We have never done this one. We've done each facet of it separately, but not together. It's a vanilla iced French cruller donut. Mine today was 3 1/4 inches across, 1.5 inches tall. This is a good size cruller. And the pattern has continued for Kacie's Donut Lounge. This is a super, super good cruller donut. It is eggy and custardy. It's super light. A great texture. And again, that custard flavor of the cruller really shines in this. And unfortunately, what doesn't really shine is this vanilla icing. What I found working at a donut shop is vanilla icing, because vanilla isn't a super strong flavor, it's very easy to make vanilla icing a little more just sugar than vanilla. And I think that's the case with this icing. I don't really get a strong vanilla flavor out of it. I mostly just get sweetness, which I want a vanilla icing. I want vanilla flavor. And again, this was the same kind of subdued vanilla flavor like the chocolate icing was. But the base of this is perfect. perfectly fried, really great texture for the cruller base. I will say this one was $1.95, so this was a 20-cent extra for a French cruller, which I don't love. I feel like this is kind of on the same par as my other two donuts, so I don't love the 20-cent jump in price. To make this, basically a $2 donut, I think is a little much. But again, the cruller itself, I think, is excellent. I know my partner probably had. I also got a glazed cruller, and if I'm assuming that one was really excellent, I'll have to ask them because I don't think I got to eat it. But yeah, the cruller was super good, but the vanilla frosting, again, I was wanting more. It's a little lacking. So with that being said, I think I'll give this a 3.8. Again,
the price knocks it down a little bit, and the lack of toppings.
Yeah. If this was, again, if I just ordered a plain cruller and you gave me that, perfect. That's a super excellent donut. But I didn't order a plain cruller. I ordered a cruller with vanilla icing. And the vanilla icing really wasn't that good. So, 3.8. Again, Kacie's Donut Lounge, they have nailed the base donuts. For their cake donuts are great. Yeast donuts are great. Cruller is great. It's the toppings I think need a little tweaking. And this now, tweaking the toppings, I think, makes this donut shop like probably a must.
A couple of 4s.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Oh my!
What is happening? Is he getting after you?
He dumped the entire box of donuts upside down on the floor. The box was taped shut, and it's one of those. It's from a bakery, so it's that beautiful clear plastic, so you can see them. So you could see how they smashed against the plastic. So I think the pictures still do a lot of justice for how the donuts looked before the Calvin
what do you
flipped
think
them.
His goal was with flipping the box?
Oh, he was definitely
get the donuts out.
Yes, yeah. I think he was absolutely clawing at the box to scratch a place to get in,
Do you think
and
he
it
wanted
kept
the donuts or
pushing,
did he want the box?
pushing.
I'm willing to bet he wanted the box.
No, he's a donut licker.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, he is.
That boy.
Some of the more donuts than I'm embarrassed to say have been thrown away because of cat licking. So he learns no lessons. He's just the most curious effing cat on the planet.
Yep.
And I couldn't have been gone from the room for 2 minutes. And in those 2 minutes, splat, donut box turned upside down. But didn't affect what's going on today. And so I am very, very perplexed. First, I will tell you, yes.
That's not what you want a donut make you feel.
No, it's not the donut. It's the system. Because the vanilla icing is excellent. Mm-hmm. Very vanilla icing. Not sugary, not crystal sugar, not thin, not a glaze. Icing. Frosting. You can tell they put this vanilla icing on the cakes. It's that vibe. It's excellent. Again, the dough just by itself with no icing is excellent. It's light, it's flavorful, it's moist, big pockets, it's custardy, it's eggy. It is exactly what you desire when you have a cruller. It's exactly what you desire. It's $1.25.
Wow.
It's 3.5 inches around. It's 1.25 inches tall. Very standard sizing for a cruller. So excellent in every way, shape, and form. It's a 4.4 cruller.
Wow.
Here is my conundrum.
Okay.
I got the only one on the tray.
Why the fuck aren't they making any more?
How are you?
Got gold. And
going
you stopped making
through.
it.
How do you make the dough that only yields one single donut?
I mean, look,
The smallest amount of dough you make.
Cruller donuts are out of my range. We didn't make those at the Donut Palace. So I don't know how they're made. But I can't imagine making enough dough that only makes one donut. I don't understand that at all. Do the employee maybe it makes a dozen and the employees are like, "Fuck, these are good. I'm taking this home."
We're going to set aside a couple for
take a couple treats home, and they all chose to.
Oh man, I guess it is a great cruller, man. Sugar High Bakery in Belleville, Illinois.
It seems like they're sitting on a big old check, and they're not cashing it by not making more donuts.
Man, I'm just perplexed. It's a really great set of donuts. That cruller and that cake are just excellent.
And they don't make anymore.
They just don't make.
That's so bizarre. Maybe the owner just hates donuts. It's like, fine, you get 24 a day. That's it.
That's it. Yeah, there were probably 10 different kinds on the tray. There was no more than 3 of any donut, of any style donut. No more than 3. And I got the only cruller. And if I'd have been there at 8:07, who knows what was waiting for.
That's crazy.
You know, as I'm walking out with the box of donuts and I'm seeing other people walk in on the sidewalk and in the door as I'm leaving and stuff. And I'm thinking, man, hope you guys don't want any donuts. Because I've kind of single-handedly wiped out the joint.
Maybe this is the start. Is you go in and you order a dozen donuts, and then the people come in, they're like, fuck, what happened to all the donuts? And then the workers are like, hey, man, it's up for donuts. People are coming in, and they're like wondering where all the donuts are. Maybe this is the start. You are the catalyst for Sugar High to start investing in their donuts a little more.
Man, well done. Okay, so overall, Sugar High, really well done.
Yeah,
glaze that yeast, and you've got you got great dough, and toppings are lacking.
Yes, Kacie's Donut Lounge, I think, is a really excellent base, and they've got room to improve. And I think once they make that improvement, easily could be a top tier donut shop in the Sacramento area.
Love it. All right. We normally end our shows with a little bit of trivia today. Eric, I have 2 trivia questions for you. Where in the United States is the biggest donut eating contest held? I will give you maybe a little bit of a hint. Maybe. Salvation Army is the sponsor.
Okay. Well, that makes sense. The Salvation Army, because they do National Donut Day and everything. Biggest donut eating. Can you give me a coast? East Coast. Okay.
Can't see the ocean from here, okay. But it's Eastern Time Zone of America.
Eastern Time Zone.
It's a very American city.
Very American city. I mean, my instinct is to say Boston, but it would be shocking if it was Boston because how synonymous they are with Dunkin'.
Right.
So I don't want to say Boston. Eastern Time Zone, very American. What is it? Maybe Philadelphia?
That's a really good guess. It's held in Washington, D.C. Every year.
The American.
Yes.
That's a little odd that it's D.C. That's a little...
Well, the Salvation Army...
Yeah, I guess.
In our nation's capital...
Yeah, I don't know.
Is the connection.
Wouldn't associate D.C. with donuts in any way.
Other than Salvation Army. Yeah. All right. So during their contest, it's the same for everybody. You get 8 minutes to eat as many glazed donuts as you can. Within 5, what is the current record for glazed donuts eaten in 8 minutes?
8 minutes. I know for a while the world record for most jelly donuts in a minute was 3.
Okay.
Obviously, there's no jelly in these, so I'll say in a minute you can take down 6. You times that by 8, I'll go. My guess is 48 donuts.
You're not really close.
Oh, no.
The record is 70.
Oh, my God. 70 glazed in 8 minutes? It's like 10 donuts a minute.
I know. That's ridiculous.
That's insane. Do they have to do the gross thing like with hot dogs where they dunk them in water? And
I have not watched the video because I don't want to know that answer.
Well, I do, so I'm going to look it up.
Oh, man. So, yeah, I hope it's not 70 water balls that used to be glazed donuts. But that's about 9 a minute.
Oh,
so about
God.
every 7 seconds
is a new donut.
Finished a donut.
Okay,
I'm wondering if I could I eat one donut in 10 seconds? That is the question. I think I could eat one donut
in 10 seconds.
In 10 seconds.
Yes, I think I could do that. But I don't think I could eat 2 in 20. I don't think I could go back to back.
Could you go back to back 35 times like this dude did?
No chance.
1 in 10.
I found a video, and there's a lot of water on this table.
Oh.
Okay, well, they're not dunking it, which is good. But it's a lot of in-the-mouth water. This guy's drinking like Gatorade. That's gross. That's disgusting.
Gatorade and a glazed donut. That is a terrible combination. I don't care what flavor the Gatorade is.
Yeah, it was like
There's
orange.
nothing that goes with a glazed donut. Okay, well,
I mean, I'd enter a donut contest just so I could eat free donuts.
Oh, you pay to enter the contest.
Oh, that's true.
Yes. So, I'm not really a fan of the gluttonous behavior.
Yeah.
Of hot dogs and whatever. Every food you can think of, there's now shove as much as you can in a minute or whatever. But
it gets really gross that way.
Yeah, I mean, the whole idea of the donut is the flavor.
Yeah. And you're like, how about I just destroy it with water and in that psycho's case, Gatorade?
Like a donut, like the hot dog eating contest. Hot dogs are not so flavorful that you're like, I'm missing out on this delicious flavor hot dog. But a donut, even a glazed donut,
still got something. Still got something going
relish on. It a little bit, and you get nothing that way.
Yeah.
You get nothing that way. All right. Well, that brings us to the end of episode number 43 of the Midwest Donut Review Show. Good show. I appreciate you taking the time.
Solid
and everybody out there, thank you for taking the time.
Yes.
Can the people in the netherworld join us in this?
100% they can. If you are watching on YouTube right now, subscribing to the channel, liking the video is all good stuff.
I'm thinking about it. I'm thinking about it out loud.
Okay.
So I'm going to surprise you with this. For our closest to Christmas show, we are going to give away a prize.
All right.
We're going to check the comments section after the show near Christmas. Mm-hmm. We'll let you know when it is.
Yeah. Our upload schedule is still a little sporadic. So
we will decide on the most interesting comment on our donut show, and we will make sure that person ends up with a dozen free donuts from their favorite donut place.
Yes.
We're not sure of the logistics, how to make it happen, but we're going to give away a dozen donuts to your favorite place based on comments on a show after Thanksgiving and before Christmas. So there's our Christmas gift to you for watching.
Yes, which makes it all the more important to subscribe to the show.
So boom.
You do not miss that specific episode or any other episode we put out. And commenting on all the videos, again, gets us more eyes, gets us more algorithm goodness. And if you're listening on Apple Podcasts, rating and reviewing the show helps immensely, and following the show on Apple Podcasts is huge. And wherever you're listening, wherever you're watching, just sharing it with a friend, sharing it online, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, wherever you want, spreading the word is always a good and helpful thing to do that we are grateful for.
And imagine if you're the donut shop owners and somebody comes in and goes, we saw this show and they just gave your store excellent ratings. How good would you feel knowing out there in the interwebs is a show bragging about what you do?
That you have done nothing for other than make excellent donuts.
Right.
You haven't contacted someone. You haven't tried to. It is all you've done is put your excellent donuts into the world. And now more and more people are learning about it.
Yep. So fabulous. Okay. Eric, thank you so much for this. He's Eric in Sacramento. I'm Dave in St. Louis. Join us very soon for the next episode of the Midwest Donut Review Show. Thanks for joining us. Have a great day, everybody.